All right, so let me check these levels. Last time my mic was too loud. All right, let me say hello, hello, hello. All right, so that should be all right. Okay, so what the fuck is going on? Let me start this off correctly. Let me put the link in the chat. All right, so today was like any other day. I got my water, my hand rolled cigarettes. I'm ready. As you can see in the title, today we're going to try to figure out who the passport bros are. Now, I've heard a few things about these guys. I've heard that they're like they're the black male divestors. I think they're like part of the divesting thing. Some of them go over there just for the experience, and some of them go over there to like stay and build a life. And the main thing is what's up, Juan? Salute. The main thing is my boy said he's thinking of doing the same thing. As a matter of fact, I don't mind. We could plan the trip, bro. Actually, uh, I forgot to tell you a story about how bro with the Brazil. He told me about it, and but anyway, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, so these dudes they go over there because a lot of them are saying, because the black women in America or women in America in general, they're not as submissive and all this stuff, and it goes into this whole deep thing, and it turns into. But I'm just gonna do some research with y'all today, and we're gonna do regular research just like anyone else. We're gonna share the screen. I was watching a jokey fucking lose her fucking mind, but it's cool. So we gonna figure this shit out together. You feel me? All right. So I'm gonna just search just like anybody else would. Passport Bros. All right. So they're called the Passport Bros. Passport Bros and Thai women in Sweden. This is Big Truck. I think I'm subscribed to Big Truck. All right. So let's find out who they are first, and then we'll go from there. And if y'all want to come up and have a discussion about this, the link is in the chat. All right. All right, I might be streaming later too. Just let me know. We could have another conversation if you want to have it, bro. But that's the homie Juan. Lady, she's single. He has his own place. He got two cars. You feel me? That's the homie. He live in Florida. He ain't got no kids. Gonna suck his dick or something. All right, so um, I told you what I think passport bros are. Now we're gonna do some research. We're gonna talk about it. Anybody can come up if you want. I don't know how long this stream gonna be. If it's too long, I'll twerk that bitch and we'll still be on live.
What? Can I give you a ticket? Yes! Because you want a ticket to anywhere. Can I ask you a question? Can I go with you? Yeah! Oh my God!
Sweden, now the country with the highest percentage of Thai wives. Now, this article is actually from Thursday, April 12th, 2012. It's an older article. However, the thing that I wanted to talk about was the fact that if you look at the headline, it says Swedish governor wants to limit.
Okay, all right. So that's a little bit. I don't know what the fuck. That's a little too in depth. I just want to know like what is it? Why I and Passport Bros travel? A message to Passport Bros, the thinking man's Templar, separating fantasy from reality. Uh, I guess this is part of the rabbit hole, so let's fucking jump down it. Y'all ready? Okay. See, this dude's live.
And, oh, I was done wrong and somebody did me wrong and I'm perfect and I never did no, like, come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm more drawn at this point, I'm being more drawn towards South.
Well, let me not be a hater. The thinking man's. Let me hit the like. Bruh's giving some insight. He's live. The thinking man's Templar. I won't subscribe until I'm sure.
Polo, because I'm a dude. I'm from New York. It gives me like a New York vibe. It's everything's a little more modern. It's a financial hub, so things are, because it can get out of control real fast. If you have an addiction to women, it will go overboard. You understand? I see it all the time, bro.
I feel like he's going a little too deeper into the psychology. I just want to try to find a video for the people that don't know what a passport bro is. I need someone to just give me a clear distinction of like what it is, like, because I just heard that it's dudes just traveling to have relationships instead of doing it in America because they feel like American women are a certain type of way. Real streets of Cartagon in Colombia. Let me see. And they playing Drake in the background. What the fuck?
Whatever splits it up so there's more for them and there's less for me. They don't know they gotta be faster than me to get to me. No one's done it successfully. 7 a.m. in Germany, can't believe that they heard of me. Last verse that I gotta do is always.
So they got a video of him talking to a bitch. Okay. I'm not understanding, like, am I missing something? My passport bro should visit. Okay, so all right. They got a podcast. What's up with do they have a clear answer of what this is? Okay, so I'm gonna just go on what I think it is. I think it's dudes that travel for relationships. Let me see. Exposed. How are they already exposed? Didn't they just start being the thing? Oh, this is Grandmaster Troll. Are being exposed for tricking overseas. Does anyone really have an opinion on this?
All right, so guys, I'm gonna talk about alpha female strategies. She recently was on like Fresh and Fit talking about what they talk about.
It don't even make sense. If you're a guy, you're a high value guy, you can long term, you can't retain her. Right. Guys need to understand how this works. It's the sexual marketplace. Yeah. If you're a woman, you're a 9 or 10, and you got all these rich guys or well-off guys, why the hell I want to deal with a homo? It don't even make sense. If you're a guy, you're a high-value guy, you can attract 9s and 10. Why the fuck I want to waste my time with a 6? So how do you expect a woman who can attract that type of guy to want to deal with it? It don't even make sense because you wouldn't do it if you could. And let's say
there's always a caveat. Not gonna give you guys.
All right, so this dude. Okay, so I see what I'm not understanding is I can't even really get a grasp. If I can't really get a grasp of who the fuck these do, what the fuck they even do, then and no one has a clear answer, then how are there arguments about something that hasn't been defined yet? How are you going to be on the other side of something that hasn't even been established? You're just standing on the side just to argue. They don't even know what the fuck it is. A bunch of dudes started fucking going overseas, fucking chicks, and spending less money. And motherfuckers try to turn it into a religion. Why you can't just shut the fuck up and go over there and chill? Yeah, come back like it's the gospel and make it a thing. Just another thing to argue. If you want to piss off black women and that's all you want to do, just do it straight up. You ain't gotta do it like that. Fuck. Okay. So my boy said that he would travel. He thinking about doing that, but he didn't say in the chat, "Oh, I'm doing it because these black women ain't shit." He just said that I might want to go do that. Like, why can't it just be just like that? All right, so why I and Passport Bros travel? It's not what you think. Okay, so what is it?
in Croatia, Rijeka.
Okay.
Hella motorcycles. What? A beautiful chauffeur. That I do. Yeah, keep your eyes on the road. Here in Chaweng. Go movie Thailand. That's what it is. let her do her thing. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off right now. You.
Hi.
So, yeah.
Is there any place I can go and I know no one?
Don't look like it. She world famous, locally known.
Hello, hello world. This is Tobias the Traveler, and the journey continues. Buy a car and they work on that project car on the weekends. They buy some vehicle, it may not be in running condition, they put some time.
Oh yeah, my bad. That's another part of the conversation. It's like, are they doing it because? Listen, all right. So, okay. Oh, all right. I'm messing with my fan. Okay. That's another part of the conversation. Economically, it makes sense to go somewhere where your dollar stretches further. But there's so many other elements. So she's like, are they going there because women have dirt floors? So there's this idea like, yeah, the only reason that they act like that is because they see money in the dudes that come over there. It's just the money they see. They're not really being submissive and they're not really liking you. And that's another element of it, I guess. But yeah, I don't know that part. I don't know. The dudes go over there and they talk about starting businesses, and I don't know. I don't know. This dude said it's not what we think. So whatever we think, let's just hear him out.
And money into it, they put the muscle maybe to fix the car themselves. It does it for them. They do this because they can, and same with us, right? The passport bros, those travelers. We travel because we can. We travel because we like to learn. Honestly, we do. We like to learn about different people, different foods, different cultures. You learn other languages when you're actually living there, or maybe you pick up a little bit of the language every time you go. If you're going to the same location multiple times, or if you're going to countries where many countries speak that same language, right? We go there to learn. We soak up the culture, the food.
Okay, so he's saying, we go there to learn. We go there to learn. So he's kind of answering your question, Summer. At least he's one of these guys, but he's saying we. So he's saying like we're going here to learn about the culture, right? Like what you see on the screen. The culture. That might be what he means by the culture. Let's see the other pictures that he showed. Let me see. As he's talking about why he's here. The journey continues. Okay, so you got fire tossing. You got fire waving.
Share my experiences, my why.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and kick things off.
Whose kid is that?
Here.
Wait. Wait. Wait a minute. Oh, he's just holding random children. Let me see this. Okay, my ex-wife and my son. So he already married a woman from Thailand. Wait, so he's been doing this. This is his thing. He just all the way fucked off and was like, yeah, I'm gone. I'm doing this over here. Okay, so he's been doing this. This is. I'm like, please don't let this man be holding random kids.
I know enjoy just running around the world. So let's go ahead and kick things off. Now, number one reason why we travel is because we can, right? Because we can. We choose to. We have the means to make that happen.
Okay, so he has the money to travel. He can. He goes for the culture, right?
History, and we find that very, very.
A lot of history right there. Oh yeah, I can't see it because it's blocking the screen. But it's a lot of history. It's a lot of history over in this region.
Interesting, and even though it's not our own, it's
a lot of history there.
Great to really take in something that isn't yours and learn about it. Like, wow, this place has been here for 150 years longer than our country has, or depending on where that person's from, that traveler's from.
I'm not even going to cap. it's probably like heaven to them niggas. I'm not gonna lie, cause you know, like that pie in the sky, like you know, you got virgins waiting on you when you die, so you sacrifice. So I mean, you know, this must be like heaven on earth to these dudes. A bunch of beautiful women smiling in their face, right?
Passport Bros from.
So much culture, right?
Even if it's a newer country, you know, he still gets to learn something.
My boyfriend is going to Vietnam in February to learn about the culture, of course. Right. Definitely trust him. Definitely don't question why he's pre-ordering magnums. Don't question why he's taking out an undisclosed amount of cash to put in a foreign bank. Don't question anything. Just let him go, and you know, just know that you know, black men don't cheat. Yeah, definitely going for the culture.
No. Another reason why we travel is because it causes us to grow. We feel or we become transformed. And that the transformation comes from the learning.
The transformation comes from the learning. Look at all this study material.
But that's not the majority of us in the Passport Bros or travelers. We get to a place, we learn, we grow, we pass our experiences on to others, we communicate those with others.
All right, so my man's going big brain with it. He wants to learn as much as he can learn about the culture. All right, and then he goes on. Okay, so this is just one dude. This is one dude, but he's an OG in this, man. He has a whole family from this lifestyle. Like this man, this man is living the life. He's living a life, and it's heaven on earth. You know, he has a family. He's around. You know, it's he's this is his thing.
After like watching the CCTV footage.
So he's speaking for the Passport Bro community. Like, no, you know, we got the means. We're here for culture. Here's the proof. I have this family. I get it. I get it from his perspective. You know, he's at least the maybe one that was genuinely just like, yeah, I'm just done. I like this better. You know.
Leaving the next. Watch me on Instagram.
All right. Okay, so it took a few videos. Took a little bit of elbow grease, but we finally found somebody who could explain some Passport Bros stuff to us. So now we have a good basis, right? We have a good basis, just in case anyone feels strongly. We're gonna put what's up, Splatterhouse? What's going on, son? We have a good basis. The links in the chat. You already know. Let me see. Now I guess we're gonna go further down a rabbit hole and possibly get into these. Now we can start exploring these, you know, sides of it, how people feel. I feel like because I feel like we don't have a base, it's just a bunch of noise, you know. Separating fantasy from reality. We'll check this out. This dude seems like he has some strong opinions. But I'm more interested in what people that are watching my shit think. That's what I'm more concerned about. This was streamed 2 weeks ago. Men going overseas for women because they have no game or women are more submissive. Okay, so he pretty much did this show already, but that's not a problem because we're learning from here. Maybe people that watch my shit don't know who this is. And for you don't know, this is Anton Daniels. I think he does the Fight Club. As far as running a panel, I've seen this dude. He runs his shit so well. His co-host runs it well. I'm just gonna put it that way. So you know the proof is in the pudding. But his shows are really good. They usually touch on a lot of strong things. 5 hours, definitely not gonna sit through that. I'm gonna skim through it, see if we can grab some shit and then keep it pushing to another perspective.
It just seemed like an opinion about everything. I'm looking to get insight. I'm looking to understand, and that's why I'm asking.
Look, and their variety of.
I wasn't talking about rental buns. I was
But
talking about
it's
people
also-
really dating and marrying and all that stuff.
You make enough money where.
Okay, right now I would just be swagger jacking if I did that. You know who he is, Anton Daniels. Like, subscribe, hit the notification. That's swagger jacking because he pretty much did what I'm trying to do right now, and I'm not trying to do it like that. So I'm gonna look for a different perspective, maybe from one person, not a whole panel. Because to be honest, you can just go watch his shit for real. Let me see here. Can the Passport Bros be stopped? Do they need to be stopped? Okay, this is okay. So I'm subscribed to this. I'm not Austin Hollerman.
This content may offend you. So I'll talk about these women backlashing us, the people that follow my movement, passport bros, you know, but we are the green pill.
Oh, it's his movement. Well, God, why wasn't he the fucking first person to pop up?
I know that we are basically, I don't know if divesting is a proper word, but I know we're leaving the United States and we're just saying F it all together and go somewhere else. But these women don't like that. And they shouldn't like that. But it's kind of odd because for years they said, stop approaching us, leave us alone. We don't want y'all. Don't talk to us unless you want to be spoken to. Y'all are all misogynistic, cheaters, gay, leave us alone. So you would think it wouldn't be a problem for us to leave, right? But as we can see, that's not the case. So the question today, I don't have the answer. I just have.
I think that was really that's pretty. I think it makes sense that he's the creator of this movement because what he just said was very clear and concise, and it seems like it was fucking well thought out. I mean, listen,
proper word, but I know we're leaving the United States and we're just saying F it all together and go somewhere else. But these women don't like that, and they shouldn't like that. But it's kind of odd because for years they said, stop approaching us, leave us alone. We don't want y'all. Don't talk to us unless you want to be spoken to. Y'all are all misogynistic, cheaters, gay, leave us alone. So you would think it wouldn't be a problem for us to leave, right? But as we can see, that's not the case. So the question today, I don't have the answer. I just have conspiracies or thoughts. What will these American or Western women in general do to try to stop this movement? I didn't start this movement. I'm just amplifying it. I'm going to do all I can to get as many men, at least. If I can't enlighten them and flip their minds, I at least want them to know I exist. So that way they have some sort of exposure to this content, this possible lifestyle that they could really be enjoying.
All right, Mr. Austin Hallman. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the link to this video in the chat because I feel like I'm trying to do as thorough research as I possibly can on the fly. And he said this is his movement. He said something about green pill. I don't know what the pills are. I'm be 100. I know I've heard of red pill so many times. I guess it's a dude that's like levels with women, and then you got the blue that's just like fuck them. It's about money. I don't know. Hey, listen, but there's a green one apparently. And he runs the passport. He said that Passport Bros thing is his movement. He got a pretty clear and concise idea of why he got to that mentality, and yeah. So
you're missing out if you're not enjoying this foreign woman lifestyle. Trust me, you are missing out. But what will they try to do to hold us here? So one thing that I did try to do, I'm gonna start off with this one before I forget. But they might try to use the white knights, or as the kosher clinic, shout out to him, the simp surfers, or as I would call them, the so-called men.
He just changed gears real quick. This nigga talked fast. He don't just talk fast because I got it sped up, but he think fast too. I can tell. He just switched gears real quick. So yeah. He said it was conspiracy though. And he gave why, his pretty much response to a woman like wondering why he would go off and change his lifestyle like that, which is understandable. And then he's like, why they would try to stop us. My thing is, if the goal is to leave and get a better quality woman, what's the whole continuing the back and forth once you're gone? What's the whole look at me, I'm doing this out here. Like what I don't get that part of the game. Because if the goal is to get up and go and be gone and be off to better things, then nigga, why you not frolicking within those better things? Like I know you have a platform and you have to speak your opinion and vlog about your life and you have these conversations, so you have to address it. But for the ones that don't have the platforms, they create platforms off the shit, and it's almost like a kind of like throwing it in your face thing. That's the part if it's about being happy, bro, and you go over there and you're happy, that should be the end of it. But if there's this like thing where it's like, dude, there's other dudes out there that's going through this, and I just want them to know that it's greener pastures. All right, cool. That's cool. But the whole back and forth, like it's some kind of competition, like I don't that part I don't get, and I feel like some of them lean towards that, but the ones that don't, I guess, they just, I don't know.
The wind up box. Let me just make sure that you guys know what I'm talking about. These guys, they might send these guys to try to fight you, try to talk to you crazy, try to turn you out, and I mean like turn you out, like try to make you go gay. They may try to rape you. That's an extreme, but you never know. But you.
What? No, I understand he prefaced it by saying that's extreme. These are weird conspiracy theories. But I mean, that's it says overseas. Okay, we got an old head Deuce. Salute, old head Deuce. Stop drinking, bro. If you still are. Overseas women will screw you over too, but much better chances of you winning. I mean, maybe. This dude just said they might send dudes to rape you or talk to you crazy. I gotta listen to this. This is different.
You get what I'm pretty much saying is that these women might, the feminists or government, whatever, might try to send these people your way to pretty much mess you over. At the worst case scenario, they could turn these men into hitmen. Yes, believe it or not, these people that speak out against dating, they have got death threats. You know, I'm going to send somebody to kill you. It hasn't happened to me, God forbid. But they might send death threats. You never know. Patrice O'Neal died. Kevin Samuels died. They could have just died of, but you never know. It's just a thought. So yeah, they might try to send hitmen to try to get the people that are speaking out the most in the movement. But I hope that is the most extreme case. That's why I started with that one.
Hey, look, I don't dismiss people's thoughts. He said these are wacky conspiracy theories. He prefaced it. I'm gonna keep repeating that because motherfuckers like to twist your words, and I like to be clear. He prefaced this by saying these are weird, wacky conspiracy theories. So we're going with that narrative. But still, within that narrative, it's like, who else might think like that? Like it's not hard for like now that we got the internet, anybody with an opinion that somebody opposes, if some troll writes in your inbox, hey, I know where you live, you should take that seriously, right? And it should be taken as seriously as anything else. And it's like, I get that, but it's like, is it really that serious? Is it really like these dudes? It went from dudes just wanting to travel and wanted to be around beautiful women that didn't treat them like shit. It went from that to dudes thinking that it's a movement. What is this? How is this like affecting someone so much negatively that they would want to harm one of them? That's my question. I mean, all they're doing is traveling and having sex with foreign women. Like who is that? Like what kind? Like what? If it was Illuminati that was holding that was like had some kind of agenda, how are they messing that like what kind of agenda that the Illuminati would have that men would mess up by traveling and dealing with foreign women instead of American women? The only thing that's going to do is leave more women for the guys that aren't traveling. So really, like for me, I'm like, I don't have an issue with American women. So please leave. It's more for us. Leave. Like, that's your choice. So I mean, I'm being selfish. It's not affecting me. Maybe it's affecting other women. I mean, maybe it's not other women. I'm a man. Maybe it's affecting women or other men. I don't see how other men would be negatively affected by them leaving. Maybe women would be affected because there's less men for them. But I don't think the women would care that much because there are men. They're the ones that are leaving are the men that are like, I really don't want you. I don't want you so bad. I'm leaving your country. So if you're already telling them you don't want them, then why would they be the ones trying to keep you here? I was told by someone that's a little smarter than me. He said certain things. He said certain things aren't to be understood. He's like, because if you try to apply logic to certain things, you might fuck around and fuck up your own logic. You know, so the best thing you could do is just fucking listen, and like, hopefully at the end of the day, the shit that's getting thrown at the wall to see what sticks, it turns into a Picasso, and we can sell that bitch for 100,000.
But what they also might try to do is legislation. I've heard people say they might try to tax single men, or I don't know. I just have a theory that they might try to pass some legislation. Just like how they're making the renouncing your citizenship process a lot more expensive. I heard it used to be free. Now it's in thousands, $4,000, I think it is. Either way it goes, that just shows you a sign that a lot of men or people in general are catching on to the BS we have going on here in the United States. And they decide to leave. The data's there. There are people renouncing their citizenship. So yeah, so that is a possibility. You never know. They might try to pass laws to keep in specific black men here. You know, there's a lot of power that these women have over men. They love to say that we're not equal, or we have the advantage over them. Do any of you men recall the last time you can say a woman, you know, forced you to have sex with her without any consent, and then basically her entire reputation and life and freedom was over with? I don't think so. But there's plenty of women that can do that. You know, I can just say hey to a chick, and yeah, I could be dead. Don't believe me? Think I'm just making shit up? Think I'm going to the extreme? That's because you're a fucking idiot. But
I like this guy. I like this guy. He's real dismissive. That shit's funny to me. It's the passive aggression is killing me. He said I could say hey to a chick and be labeled as weird. Yeah, you could. And you know, that's another conversation dudes have. It's like, man, I can't even be a man. I can't even walk around and be around, and you know, I can't even be nice to a chick. Like, some dudes feel like that. Like, I can't even be nice to an American girl. I can't even hold the door open. I hold the door open. She's like, I'm not a nigga. You ugly. Like maybe that happens like once in a blue moon by a chick having a bad day. But I mean, you know, I know it gets annoying. I know shit that can get annoying, and it feels like, you know, damn, I try to be chivalrous and I try to be chill and nice and all that, and I still don't get nothing. Well, you're not really supposed to be rewarded for shit like that in the first place. And I'm not saying dudes like that expect to be rewarded. Some dudes are just like, I'm not putting up with it at all. I don't give a fuck what kind of mental gymnastics I need to do, or how or if it seems like I need to be more mature, like deal with situations better. What if I don't feel like putting that much effort just to be nice to somebody? You see what I'm saying? I'm just gonna fucking up and leave. So I mean, I get that too. I get it.
Have you ever heard of, what was his name, the little black kid that way back in the day in the 50s? That he so-called whistled at a white woman, and then they end up destroying his body. His face was. I put a picture of him of a.
Now I don't knock people for not knowing Black history, especially Black people, because that's the one group of people they kept that shit away from. I got lucky. I keep telling this story. I was taught Black history by a Jewish lady in I think the 5th grade. You know, that was and that wasn't everybody. His name is Emmett Till, sir, and they did destroy his face, unfortunately.
Okay. Came up here if I can remember it. But yeah, women have that power. And then she came out when I was in college back in 2018, and she's 27.
Now he's I feel like a lot of groups do this that feel like they're being attacked. They compare their what they compare their tribulation or whatever they're going through to do what they feel as though is expressing their self and their opinion and its truest. That's a bad place to pause. That looks weird.
She claimed she made.
All right, he was rolling his eyes in the back of his head. I'm not trying to do nothing subliminal, brother. I don't know you. They equate us. They equate the trials and tribulations of the Black people in the civil rights movement with their current struggle. The LGBTQIA plus community did that. Before that, just the gay community did that. A lot of communities compare their struggle to the civil rights movement or slavery or some kind of oppression like that. Look, if I don't knock people for how they feel, and I don't shit on experiences. You know what I mean? You live your life how you want. I'm just an observer. You see what I'm saying? I'm just an observer, dog. I don't judge. I don't have a right to do that. But I can laugh at you. I can fucking laugh if I want to.
Made it all up. So women have more power than men. So don't believe that they cannot get the government to pass legislation to keep you here and to mess up your green pill mindset. Again, green pill is this movement. Your save yourself black man mindset, or get your passport, run to the post office is that bad.
See, if I could cut out all that conspiracy shit and just go straight here and just start from here, because now he's thinking clearly. You know, but like I said, he prefaced it by saying that they were conspiracy. So, yeah.
And they will try to get legislation. That's yes. So believe that. But I made those 2 points pretty quick. But I also want to say this: there's nothing they can do about it. If they don't do those 2 things, there's nothing they can do about it. Honestly, they shouldn't do anything about it. Now, do I feel bad? Kind of. For the women that are good, and I'm kind of taking away their competition. Well, I guess actually you're not taking away anything if they do better. The competition. No man in his right mind is going to get a woman from 5,000 miles away when he has one 5 miles away. That's the equivalent. But that's very highly unlikely that you're going to have an American woman 5.
Afternoon, Jeanette. Thank you for supporting. Appreciate it. By the way, yeah, I want to put while we watching this shit, I want y'all to make well, the mods. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know who's modded anymore. But the mods, yeah. Make sure y'all put the homies everybody's YouTube in my chats every time I go live. If I don't give a fuck if you hear or not. I don't give a fuck if it happens, if it doesn't. But if you got the time and you hear, put everybody we fuck with, put their YouTube channel. If you fuck with them, put their YouTube channel in there. You know. And by the way, this is not a sub for sub shit. I am not telling people to do this so people can sub to me. You feel me? I'm telling people to do this to promote people I fuck with on YouTube. And if you are a mod, then you fuck with the people I fuck with. It's just that simple. And if it's any situation where that changes, we're going to deal with it when it comes. Yeah. But anyway.
5 miles away. That's going to compete with the Colombian.
Man, hold on. This thing about live stream. Let me go take a piss. Hold on. Who the hell is this? Me in 11:46 in the morning, crack a dawn and wipe the cold from my eyes. All right, I'm back, y'all, and we listening to this brother talk about how he is leaving for better box. Let's do it.
2,000 miles away, or the Brazilian 5,000 miles away, or we can go. What is Thailand, like 10,000 miles away? So I don't know, but it's a long way. You see how crazy it is? We had to go that far. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, let me know what you guys think. I think that I don't think they can do anything. I think they're gonna have to let this course run.
I'm gonna let you know what I think, brother. What I think is that I feel like you done got your shit together, and you got tired, real fast, or whatever you perceive as bullshit. And I feel like, brother, if you over there, dealing with women that are of age, legally, with consent, nigga, live your best life. You see what I'm saying? But I just pray that none of those theories, because you did say they were theories, conspiracy theories at that. I hope none of that comes to fruition, because that would be weird. A group of people feeling like they need to stop men from leaving because they don't like the people that are here. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's like motherfucker put money on my head because I say I don't want to live in Florida because it's hot. I try to move to Colorado and niggas wet my motherfucking U-Haul van. Not for no other reason except they don't like the fact that I don't like the heat. and that's why they put money on my head. You know what I'm saying? That's very strange. I hope nothing like that happens. I hope this does not get that serious. Please. Yeah, let these brothers roam. Let them go. They're young. A lot of them are young, black. A lot of them are older and black. Came from the hood. You know, the only way they could travel probably in their whole life in the military. They got some bread. Tired of getting cussed out and shit. Black women to tell your ass. That's why they. I'm sorry. That's why they mad. I'm trying to. The black women will. All right. Black. All right. and then the other women, they take after black women. They do. They like how black women do they shit. Trust me. Every other woman like that shit. See, it's just recently you had white girls jumping down motherfuckers' throats and other races of girls jumping down throats, throwing phones in motherfuckers' faces, receipts. All that shit came from black women. Black women tear your ass up. They don't play. Black women love hard. They love hard. I know, brother. They call you broke. They call you dusty. They talk about from the root, from the toe to the top of the head, a woman will drag you, nigga. And don't let her live with you. Don't let you have something in your boxes on laundry day. It's just one time. Black women ain't got that filter, that prissy filter. That, you know, I went to boarding school and I was taught table manners filter. Black women don't have that. They gonna air everything out. If you lame, if you broke, if you dusty, if you weird, and then you could be perfect. It could be somebody in your family. You could be all the way thorough. Nothing on your jacket. Everything solid with you. You could have your sister could have a boyfriend that got a cousin that got a little brother that's gay. She goes to that nigga. Just because you by proxy in proximity to anybody that's lame. It's gonna be something. Niggas, it's hard. Women got that mouth on them. So I understand, man. You get your money, you want to be appreciated. You want to have a woman that's not going to do that. That's not going to pull every single card and, you know, roast you. You know what I mean? Pretty much put you in your, you know. I mean, yeah, it could be stressful, man. It could be stressful. And it's hard to find whether or not they're doing it because they want you to be better or they doing it because they just bitching at you. I know, bro. It's difficult. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. But yeah, man. But shit, I can't knock somebody for wanting to be happy. But you ask what niggas think, that's what I think, and I'm niggas. So, do we have any other opinions on this? We ain't got nobody pulling up. I said good afternoon, Jeanette. Thank you. Supporting. Let me see. You know, I'm people making sure they dropping them links. Let me see. Y'all get King Troll shit in there too. Oh, hey Deuce, I know you got King Troll shit. Throw that shit in there. All right, so that's one opinion. Fuck them and fly. Okay, this probably gonna be funny. Who this dude?
And a shout out to all my passport bros, the Black Men Travel Movement. And my name is Ed. I'm from Ed Travels, and I'm responding to a couple of comments and actually a message that I got from an individual who seemed to have some, you know, I don't know why he even cares, but he seems to have some problems with Passport Brothers, the Black Men Travel Movement. So I felt it necessary to address these simply because I wanted to clear up some very glaring false statements and
Like I said before, I'm an observer. I don't have no problems, but I have no right to judge, but I have all right to laugh. I can laugh my ass off. Y'all need to learn. You could laugh. Laughing ain't judging.
misconceptions concerning this. And my goal is to do it in a way that I'm not going to call you no name. I don't gain anything from putting you down. I'm not chasing clicks. I'm not chasing subscriptions. I'm not even really after all that. So I'm just giving the facts. First of all, I have been traveling for well over 25 years. So this ain't new for me. This isn't something I just jumped on. Matter of fact, I'm on my second at this particular time, second or third passport book because I've used it up. And I just wanted to address it because now.
Okay, so we got another brother that's like, man, I'm in this, man. My first trip was to Kemet. I started this traveling shit before Sonetta was on YouTube. Please don't. I just thought of some goofy ass shit.